Welcome to Base Camp, WNC. I'm going to give you a little preview. No, this is not the farm right now. This was the farm in the springtime with all the strawberry plants. But they've given us a delivery date for the strawberry plants. It'll be October the 13th. And this year we're going up to 40 acres of strawberries. So we've got 40 acres of plastic and beds and water lines to get down. We're going to have about 30 acres of fall vegetables this winter, and that'll be a couple different forms of broccoli and cauliflower, cabbage later on, collards, a few other things. But it'll be about 30 acres of that. So we got 70 acres of plastic to get down. It's the fun time of the year again. Selling vegetables and making money is all well and good, but I think we really do this just to be able to get on the tractors and play and stir up dust and plow dirt over and make it look pretty for a while. We like difference between men and boys is the size of their toys, right? So we'd rather be on tractors than doing anything else. But we vegetable farm because there is money in it. Row cropping and grain farming, it's tough to make a living. So I'm going to let you know what all we're going to get ready for this fall, but we're starting now. It is the first weekend of August. It's still hot. It's still miserable, but we got to get going on it one way or another, so we're going to take you along for the ride. Well, this will be one of the strawberry fields. Like I said, it was all planted millet and parso, and plowed that under. And this will be one, this whole field all the way down where the wildflowers were last year will be strawberries all the way down. I'll take you down there in a minute, and then we're going to start in the very far back end of the property and start bringing the broccoli and everything we're going to do. But we're going to get down there and get that field in line right now, and we have to start getting it covered up because 6 weeks from now we'll be setting broccoli out. But October the 13th, we get strawberry plants delivered, and that'll be 40 acres worth. So somewhere starting in September, depending on the rain and all this weather and rain and everything else carrying on, hurricane season coming up, we need to get 40 acres of beds made and under plastic and drip line down. So that's all coming up. We're going to be setting out 40 acres of strawberries this year. And let me take you around the back and kind of show you some dreams there. Well, this field right here where the road comes, what we're going to be doing, this is where all the broccoli, everything else will be all set out. And this is where we're going to start on the broccoli. And then by that time, the sunflowers will be gone. The other side of the sunflowers where the melons and eggplants were. Okra, we were hoping that'd be done. They're still harvesting a couple hundred boxes every other day. But on the far end where all the sweet corn was, we're going to bed that up, then we'll come back. This will all be vegetables next year. But while Walter was gone away, he did see a thing up in Virginia where they have a sunflower maze. So right at the end of June, July part of the season, we're talking about next year having a great big field and nothing but sunflowers, and put a maze inside of it. We have some friends that right down the farm do a corn maze and pumpkin patches, and we don't want to interfere on their business, but nobody here has a sunflower maze. So these are a little bit shorter variety sunflowers, so we'll just have to go to the taller variety and plant them a little thicker, but they can't look much better than what they do just looking at you. But there's another revenue stream we're looking at doing, is that. And the sunflower maze would really come in when the blueberries are about done, watermelons and cantaloupes all done. We thought about having a come out, go through the sunflower maze, and we'll take all the leftover melons and you can just stand there and eat ice cold watermelon and cantaloupes as a customer appreciation day. And these sunflowers here is actually going to become a dove field, and we're actually going to shoot the thing. But the blackberries will be in season next year. They are doing good. They look beautiful. We've been able to take care of any water problems by every other day. Seems like either turning the water off or shutting it on or turning it off, but we've got the water problem control with it. The far fields on the other side where the broccoli and all was last year will all be strawberries. Like I said, we're going to increase by 30%. The strawberry plants have been doing real good. We end up wholesaling less and less strawberries every year. The market for them really is a U-picket. That's part of the restaurant deal and whatnot, would be to where we have number 2 berries, and next year it'll be blackberries and blueberries and strawberries. Well, through the little kitchen we'll be able to have a strawberry, blackberry and blueberry smoothies. We have a boy here that works at the farm who is a culinary school pastry chef, and he's talking about wanting to make some pies and do some baking, and we're going to try to get into that. But we're going to try to maximize the money off of the berries by either mostly selling U-pick, but then be able to sell them here without. Right now, a lot of our number 2 berries go to the microbreweries and they make beer out of it. I don't know, I can understand strawberry wine and maybe even some moonshine with strawberries in it, but personally I don't know about strawberry beer. But I guess as long as it turns to sugar, they can make alcohol out of it somehow. But that's some of the things we're looking at getting into. The restaurant or the eatery is going to be one of the big ones. Build that new cooler. We're going to change the office around a little bit and move it out behind the shop. We really thought about just putting it back at the house somewhere in the garage or in the room over the garage or something. We really don't use anything in there but, like I said, the filing cabinet. So we're looking at different revenue streams. We're trying to fine tune it. We're trying to get to where we don't have to rely on a wholesale market and sell our products at 30% of their value. We'd rather retail them the whole way. And next year will be the 9th year Walter's been doing this since he retired. This is his retirement dream right here. So he's been building it every year. And if you're into it, looking at it, if you have any questions, comments, let me know. We are, like I said, we're about 15 miles from suburbia, so for the people to come out here, to them they act like it's a full-fledged trip. But every year they're getting closer, and we kind of cater to them. It's about what you have to. It's the old rule of the employer's golden rule. And the golden rule is the man with the gold rules. So we got to do kind of what they want if we want their gold. Let me get back here, and I want to make 1 or 2 other clips for you, and I'll see you then. Well, I showed you last spring that vacuum seeder, and they've been filling all these trays. Tomorrow they're going to start. They're going to do about 80,000 the first day, and that's going to be 2 different types of broccoli and 1 cauliflower to start with. And then in 2 weeks you're going to go up to about 120,000 plants every 2 weeks. It'll be about end of September before they sow any cabbage. We have a problem with cabbage worms down here when it's so hot. We can overcome the broccoli and everything else. But like I said on the squash, these are 50 cell trays. They're 5 by 10. It's a regular old 1120 market pack. We don't transplant them from here. We go from here. There'll be the broccoli plants and all that will be 6 weeks old when they get set out in the field. Like I said, those squash plants they're setting out right now are 15 days old. That's how big they get in 15 days when you grow them. Broccoli is about 115, 20-day crop, and squash plants are about 45 days. They take and get you in the greenhouse right quick. Well, thank you for watching. We appreciate it. Tell your friends about it. Share it. Like it. We're growing a little bit at a time, but we'll get there sooner or later. And we'll see y'all. Hopefully it'll get a little bit cooler, and maybe here where we're at, maybe it'll stop raining every day and flooding us out. Thank you for watching. Bye.